Manny Pacquiao, the only octuple champion, winning legitimate titles in 8 different weight divisions. But that's not the whole story. Welcome to the complete story of the Pac-Man, a saga of grit, survival, and the undying spirit of a fighter. At age 16, Emmanuel de Pedron Pacquiao laced up his gloves, not chasing glory, but fighting for the next decent meal. January 2nd, 1995, the day he stepped into the ring, a hungry fighter in pursuit of more than just victory. Just a few years earlier, he'd escaped his provincial town.
When I was younger, I have to run away from
sneaking into Manila's dazzling lights, a city unknown and daunting. Uncertain, scared, and youthful, he defied odds and matured swiftly to stand beside his mother, shouldering the responsibility of raising 5 siblings. Grinding on the unforgiving streets, he hustled, peddling newspapers and donuts to make ends meet. Those mean streets were his classroom, teaching the vital lessons of hard work, putting not just a shirt on his back, but food on the table and a roof over his family's heads. Some nights, the ring apron of an empty gym was his makeshift bed, preparing for fights he'd only dream of. Dreams came through, and his first 11 bouts were victories. Humble pay, but towering joys paving his way to championship dreams. Then on February 2nd, 1996, in his 12th clash, a sudden halt. A knockout in the 3rd round by an emerging challenger, Rustico Torrecampo. Yet, from that crushing defeat, he rose resiliently, claiming victory in the next 15 battles, seizing the World Boxing Council WBC flyweight title. Outgrowing the flyweight class, he ascended to the super bantamweight division, dominating 7 of his next 8 fights. This standout performance opened the door for him to shine on the grand stage and marked a career-defining moment, laying the foundation for some of the most colossal fights in his enduring legacy, including versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Fast forward to 2015, billed as the fight of the century, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. became the pinnacle clash for both boxing legends. The one everyone had eagerly awaited, the showdown to crown boxing's pound-for-pound #1, a bout of unprecedented anticipation, taking over 5 years to make. Pacquiao already destined for boxing immortality, but what was less certain going into the fight was his fitness. It showed in the ring, and Mayweather seized a unanimous decision, claiming the WBC, WBA, and WBO World Welterweight titles.
Right hand again by Mayweather. He's landed 2 clean.
Yet amidst the controversies, the fight emerged as a commercial juggernaut, raking in a staggering $600 million from sponsorships, ticket sales, and pay-per-view purchases. Pacquiao earned around $125 million, while Floyd Mayweather pocketed a cool $240 million and the right to call himself the undisputed pound-for-pound king of his era, versus Marco Antonio Barrera 1. 10 years before Pac-Man squared off with Mayweather, he was already causing a seismic stir in the early 2000s, bursting onto the scene with a blend of unmatched speed and power. Armed with a monstrous left cross, he dismantled opponents seemingly stronger and more seasoned than him. When the call came for Pacquiao to face Mexican legend Marco Antonio Barrera in 2003, he was an unknown rising star. Barrera, a consensus top 10 pound for pound, was expected to breeze through the match. Analysts bet heavily on Barrera, giving the Filipino underdog no chance. Yet, when Pacquiao unleashed a relentless assault, decimating Barrera for 11 rounds until the finish, it sent shockwaves. This victory etched itself in history as the sole KO loss in Marco Antonio Barrera's illustrious career. A seemingly unassuming guy from the Philippines had just taken down one of the world's best fighters, showcasing firepower the world had never seen before. Versus Juan Manuel Marquez 1. Crushing Barrera only ignited a fiercer rivalry between Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez, an uncommon four-fight saga in the boxing world. While Marquez clinched victory in their fourth and potentially final showdown with a breathtaking one-punch knockout, the other three encounters were epic battles. The first, in particular, stood out as the most evenly matched, ending in a draw. Pacquiao and Marquez were like two titans, producing an unforgettable rivalry over the years. Even after a knockout defeat to Marquez, many believed Pacquiao's career had reached its end. Yet, these setbacks only fueled his determination, transforming into valuable lessons on patience, resilience, and perseverance. For Pacquiao, there were no defeats in life, just opportunities for growth and strength. He may not have gone undefeated, but he achieved a feat unmatched by any other boxing champion, titles in 8 different weight divisions. To this day, he stands alone as the only octuple champion, conquering legitimate titles at flyweight, 112 pounds, super bantamweight, 122 pounds, super featherweight, 130 pounds, lightweight, 135 pounds, welterweight, 147 pounds, and super welterweight, 154 pounds, and winning the ring title at featherweight, 126 pounds, and the ring and IBO titles at light welterweight, 140 pounds. He could have made it 10, but he skipped over the junior bantamweight and bantamweight divisions. Either way, it's a legacy he can always proudly hang his hat on. But achieving all these accolades wasn't a walk in the park. Pacquiao invested relentless effort into each victory, enduring grueling training schedules, 6 days a week with double sessions, morning and mid-afternoon, on 3 of those days. But that's just the way he likes it. His routine included extensive lower and upper body plyometric exercises, tapping into explosive movements and fast-twitch muscle fibers. Each morning, covering around 10 miles, Pacquiao kicked off his training camp routine. Around 1 to 1:30 p.m., he'd hit Wildcard Gym, engaging in a routine involving 10 rounds of sparring against 2 different opponents, 15 rounds on various bags, jump rope, and shadow boxing. Weight training took a back seat as Roach believed it could hinder smaller fighters. Instead, the focus leaned heavily on cardio work, including hill sprints, contributing to Pacquiao's explosive power and speed. Every workout finishes with 2,000 sit-ups a day, a daily tradition ever since Pacquiao lost from a hard body shot against Thai boxer Medgoen Singsarat in 1999. As he nears the end of his fighting career, he cannot help but think of how much God has blessed him and how much work he's put in to go from the rags to a legend. And while you're here, consider subscribing to our channel if you found this video interesting. Give it a thumbs up, and until our next video, stay legendary.